The very first card that you got is coming from Kuthumi, talking about a cloak of wisdom. And he's saying you already know the answer that you seek. Trust what you know. The very next card that comes up is from Athena, talking about inner wisdom. And the very first thing she says is, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom. You already know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. There's about 5 cards here, sort of in a row, that are all talking about you know what to do, trust that you know what to do, inner wisdom, taking action. Like those 4 things is just resounding in the first several cards. And you also then have the divine creator letting you know that this is part of your sort of purpose. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom about what to do. You get Commander Ashtar talking about a call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk, which is interesting. But it feels, this card in this context feels more like it's really about taking charge, a call to action. And it feels like this is part of your purpose. To take charge and be a leader and walk your talk. Be the leader is what he's saying. That's what he's coming into along with him to say. Walk your talk. Taking action. Trusting your inner wisdom. Bridget comes in talking about trusting your inner wisdom. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power by trusting your inner wisdom. You guys. You also get the teacher awakens. So maybe it's about teaching what you know. You have something important to share. It's really important to share it. Follow the inner call. So it's inner. Following your inner wisdom. Again, don't let anything stop you. And he wants to come back. Following your inner strength as a teacher and a leader. Call to action. Call to action, trusting your inner strength. This is so powerful. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 6 cards. And the first 2 being profoundly that you know what to do. You already have the answer within you, is what they're saying. And so there's a really strong push to trust what you know and then take action on that. Be the leader, taking charge, trust your inner wisdom. It has to do with your purpose and teaching, sharing this wisdom that is within you as part of your purpose. As part of your purpose. Now, the fact that they're saying that you know what to do, it's not any particular, even throughout the rest of your reading, it doesn't really address whether it's relationship based or work, career. It doesn't really address what area of your life it is. And when I asked them about that, they kind of smiled and said, well, it's that you know what to do. So it's up to you. Because you know, you already know. So Spirit's saying, it's almost like we're not going to tell you in this reading because you already know. And they're asking you to trust what you know. It looks like maybe some kind of situation happened that just kind of rocked your world. That maybe that's why it feels like, given that there's such a powerful message here about trusting your inner wisdom, it could be that something happened. There was some kind of situation that made you doubt yourself, right? That would make sense. Why they would be saying, you know what to do. Trust it. Trust your inner wisdom, your inner strength, your inner guidance. It feels like maybe something kind of rocked you so that you don't really trust yourself anymore. Does that make sense? So whatever the situation was, Krishna is asking you to find the blessing in it. The blessing being sometimes sort of the way life works. Is we go through a situation that sort of causes this sort of disconnect from trusting your inner wisdom. The blessing in that is that with a disconnect, you get to reconnect in a whole different way with a whole new level of understanding what it's like to be disconnected. Does that make sense? Having been disconnected, there's a higher appreciation for the connection of it. Connecting to your own inner wisdom and trusting that is would be foundational to every decision that you make. And you guys are leaders. You guys are leaders. And so it's really important that you sort of trust your own inner wisdom and take action on it as a leader. So it looks like some kind of situation rocked that, and so the blessing in the situation is that now you get to reconnect and sort of relearn how to trust your own inner wisdom. And once you do, they want you to take action on it. Take action on it by sharing whatever this wisdom is, but it could also be any kind of wisdom. A teacher, sort of the teacher awakens. The teacher awakens once you find that the blessing of it is reestablishing and trusting your inner wisdom. The teacher awakens, meaning that with that, then you can share what you've learned about this. But they're also saying, that we're all teachers. We're all teachers in our experiences, and by sharing with others what we've learned from any experience, that's what kind of, creates a leader is, sort of by sharing the wisdom that you have, you are then sort of making the world a better place, kind of thing. And Leo, as leaders, it's part of your purpose to do that, is what he's saying. Really powerful for you guys. It's trusting your inner wisdom, retrusting your inner wisdom, and then taking action on it. Your independence is, your independence is foundation for your strength and success. Your independence. So what might happen if you don't trust your own inner wisdom, if this makes sense, if a person didn't trust their own inner wisdom, then it might be a natural response to then look for others to sort of validate what they're thinking that they maybe should do, or to validate their opinions, validate them in what they're thinking and feeling and thinking they should do. Your independence, in terms of not relying or not needing validation from others, is the key to your strength and your success. By trusting your own wisdom and not needing approval, validation from others. That's going to be important. Interesting message. So this situation wants to come back again. Somehow, whatever the situation was, that it could be a relationship. It could, when I say relationship, I mean like a romantic kind of relationship. It could have been that. It could also be career. It really is up to you. Is what they're saying. Trust that inner wisdom. You already know. So, it could be whatever the situation was regarding. So they're asking you to sort of heal that. To heal that. Some healing is called for with regard to this situation that may have caused you to lose trust in yourself and what you know in your soul space. So Hilarion is coming in talking about health and healing for you. That whatever the situation was, is asking you to heal this. Just kind of really take a look at it, find the blessing in it. There may be blessings, plural. They're saying now, plural. So one is kind of what they already spoke to. The other, any other blessings in the situation, you will know, is what they're saying. You will know when you take some quiet time and sort of go within and really look at that situation and all the aspects of that situation. What was the core aspect of it where the, what was the root of what potentially caused you to lose trust in your inner wisdom. So they're going, shh, quiet your mind, quiet your mind, quiet time, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate on this situation. That's what they're saying. They're also, what's coming up with regard to healing this in quiet time is you might spend some time near water. We have 2 cards talking about water. Spend some time near water and drink more water. Drinking water can nourish you. You can also, anytime I see this drinking water, there's that Dr. Emoto, was that his name? That did the water experiments with the crystals, with the words on water and how it affected the crystalline structure of the water. So on your glass of water, put some words like trust, inner wisdom, independence, strength and purpose, power, personal power. Those kinds of words. Come up with some words, healing, health, and healing. And put those words on your glass of water to help the crystalline structure of it. And then when you drink it, you're drinking in, sort of becoming the essence of those words, inner wisdom, and that will help. And they're also asking you to spend some time near water. So you might combine these two. If you have a lake nearby or an ocean or a creek, just some water nearby to recharge your batteries. Recharge your confidence is what they're saying. Recharge the trust you have in yourself, your wisdom. Recharge your confidence in yourself. Your independence is really important to your success and your strength as a Leo, as a very powerful person, as a commander, right? As a leader, and know that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right because you guys do have such incredible, powerful inner wisdom. I mean, if you could see this, let me see if I can hold all these up. Look how powerful this is, you guys. Like, this is you guys. And Athena. Look at this. Look at this. So pause the video if you want to and just sort of take some quiet time and breathe in the energy of all of these divine, powerful beings that are with you and saying you can trust your inner wisdom. You are amazing. Yeah. Okay, so some other things they're saying that you can do is just imagine, as you're working on reconnecting that trust in yourself, imagine what it would be like. What would it see, feel, think, and hear? What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? These are really good questions to take into quiet time. So imagine that you do trust your inner wisdom. Imagine that, so if you're feeling like you might have some ideas and then you go, okay, then no, that's probably not right. To trust that, no, that's probably right. To trust that inner wisdom. Imagine if you were to take these ideas that you're coming up with, that you're potentially not trusting. Imagine that you did trust them, and then what would that look like, feel like, hear like, if that actually came true? And then that will help you, that the images that you get from that will show you in your mental pictures the success of your ideas that will then enable you to more trust what you're coming up with, if that makes sense. There also, we get the animals card from Saint Francis is coming in, inviting you to spend time with animals. This card is coming up in almost every reading. Animals are so powerful and innocent and pure, right? They have inner wisdom naturally. And there is no doubt for them. There is no doubt to what each kind of animal's wisdom is within them. There is no doubt. So they're inviting you to spend some time with your pets. So notice on this card we have a dog and a cat. Those are kinds of animals that you might have as a pet. We also have birds and any other kind of animal, just to consider animals. Quite a few come up in your extended reading too that are really powerful, that can help you. But contemplating the power, innocence, unconditional love, wisdom of animals. Spend some time with that also in quiet time. And as far as your pets, spend some quality quiet time one-on-one with your pets and really try to connect with them, feel into their energy, empath into their energy and their essence. They're very, very powerful, loving, trusting, all of those qualities. Empath that. They're also asking you to be generous. So this card is coming up. This card is coming up with, wants to come up with, where'd she go? The teacher, okay? The teacher awakening of being generous, about sharing your wisdom. These are coming up at the end of your reading. We're kind of approaching the end of your reading. These are coming up as if to say, okay, at this point in the reading, because these readings kind of go like a story. At this point in the reading, you will have, heard what Spirit has shared with you so far. You will have hopefully spent some quiet time in contemplating this, seeing the blessing in whatever situation rocked your world, imagining success for you with your brilliant ideas and the action that they're calling you to take, that your inner wisdom is calling you to take. You've maybe spent some time with animals, right? And so you're kind of starting to feel confident and good again. And so this card, St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, is coming up to say, okay, once you get trust back in your wisdom, now you're kind of ready to go out into the world as a teacher, sharing your wisdom, being yourself is what this card is also saying. Just being yourself. It feels more like you're just in your own essence, just remembering now who you really are. And then St. Nicholas is saying, just be generous, share with others, with more of a focus on the other and those that you're serving. Now that you have sort of gone within and trust and built your confidence back up. Being generous with your gifts. And I'm asking them how is it actual gifts, or is it sharing wisdom? And they're pointing up, which is pointing to these two cards, which is saying you will know. You will know what it is that Santa Claus is asking you to be generous about. You will know what that means, is what they're saying. How to be generous, how to be more generous. You will know, and whatever it is that you got in answer to that, trust it. Practice, they're saying, practice the inner wisdom you get in trusting it in terms of being generous in the world as a leader. And as you do that, and as you do more of that, your very last card is about prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving it, because as you heal this and come back into yourself and then share yourself with the world, the universe will respond in kind. That's what they're saying. Very good.